All right, let's just jump right into it. We're talking about burnout, and I get it. It feels like this massive, impossible thing to beat. But what if I told you that fixing it, really getting your life back on track is, well, easy? I know, but stick with me. It's simpler than you think.
Does this sound familiar? You did everything the productivity gurus told you to. You woke up at 4:30 a.m. You took the freezing cold showers. You tried every kind of detox. You basically tried to become a superhuman, but you just flew too close to the sun. And now you've crashed. Motivation is at zero, and that big thing you were excited about, it's just sitting there collecting dust.
And get this, some studies show we can spend up to 93% of our lives just looking at a screen. 93%. When you're burnt out, that number feels so real, doesn't it? It's like the only thing you have energy for is just to scroll and scroll and scroll. It's a trap, and it keeps you stuck right where you are.
So what do? Well, the internet gives you all this crazy, complicated advice. It's either some extreme challenge or just vague philosophy that doesn't actually help. The real way out, the easy way, it's about small, almost laughably simple steps. We're not talking about overhauling your entire life, we're talking about working for 1 minute, going for a walk. It's a simple framework, not some grand theory.
Okay, so this brings us to the most important idea of all. You have to forget about willpower. Your motivation isn't magic, it's a machine. It's a simple little cycle, and once you understand how it works, you can fix it anytime it breaks.
So here's how the machine works. It's just a basic feedback loop. First, you get a little spark of motivation. That motivation leads you to do some work. When you finish that work, even a tiny bit, your brain gives you a little feel-good reward. And guess what that reward does? It creates more motivation. See? It just feeds itself, around and around. And when things are going great, this cycle is just spinning away in the background. You're getting stuff done, you're feeling good about it, and that good feeling just makes you want to do more. It's like a perpetual motion machine for your productivity.
So here's the big reveal. Burnout isn't a moral failing. You're not lazy. You're not broken. It is nothing more than a mechanical breakdown. The cycle just crashed. The engine stalled out. And that's why you have zero motivation. But if it's just a stalled engine, that means we can get it started again.
But how do you restart an engine when the fuel tank, your motivation, is completely empty? You don't. You use a cheat code, a little trick that lets you bypass the need for motivation entirely and just jumpstart the whole system.
This is the one thing you have to get. It's a total flip of how we think things work. We sit around waiting to feel motivated so we can start working. That is completely backwards. You have to do the work first, and the work is what creates the motivation. Action comes before the feeling, not the other way around.
And here's the cheat code. It's so simple. Pick one task, any task. It could be writing one email, washing one dish, reading one paragraph. Set a timer for 60 seconds and just do that one thing. When that timer dings, you are officially done. You can stop. You have my full permission to go back to doom scrolling. But here's the crazy part. You probably won't want to. That tiny little win is just enough to kickstart that cycle.
And that really is the secret, isn't it? The feeling of accomplishment, no matter how tiny, is the most powerful form of motivation on the planet. It's the spark that can get that engine turning over again when it feels like nothing else possibly could.
Okay, awesome. We've got the engine restarted, but you're still dealing with all the side effects of burnout, right? The brain fog, the anxiety, the constant urge to just get distracted. So next up, we need to clear out all that noise. And the best tool for this sounds almost too simple to be true, but it's not. Go for a walk. I'm serious. A simple walk is like a Swiss Army knife for your brain. It boosts your energy, it gives you quiet time to sort through your thoughts, it calms you down, and it actually reduces your craving for cheap distractions later on.
Now, speaking of those distractions, let's be honest. When you feel totally drained, when you're completely burnt out, your brain is going to look for the easiest possible thing to do. So what is it? What's the absolute path of least resistance? Yep, it's your phone. It's always the phone. That infinite scroll of junk content is engineered to be the easiest thing in the world to consume. And when your defenses are down, it's the #1 enemy of getting that productivity cycle running again.
So how do we beat it? Forget willpower. Forget screen time apps. You have to use physical distance. It's a 3-step process. 1, pick up your phone. 2, put it on silent. 3, put it in a different room. That's it. Making it just slightly inconvenient to grab is often way more effective than any digital barrier you can put up. All right, here's one final trick for when you are just absolutely positively stuck. Change your location. Your brain creates powerful associations with places. So if you've been stuck in your room for days, that room now feels like being stuck. So get out, go to a coffee shop, go to the library, heck, just turn your chair around and face a different wall. It sounds silly, but it works way better than it should.
So there you have it. We've talked about the productivity cycle, we've got the 1-minute cheat code to restart it, and we've got simple ways to clear out the distractions. We've taken this big, scary monster called burnout, and we've broken it down into tiny, manageable pieces. So it really all just comes down to one thing.
I'm going to leave you with this question. Right now, what is your 1 minute of work? Don't worry about the whole project. Don't even worry about the next 5 minutes. Just think about the next 60 seconds. What is the one tiny thing you can do? Because that single minute, that's everything.